Well, Morgan, this is a big topic in my house these days. Manners. Manners matter. And believe it or not, learning them can actually be fun.
It can. Today, we are getting all the details on a one-of-a-kind children's etiquette class where kids are training screen time for table manners, thank you notes, and a whole lot of giggles as well.
Yes.
Joining us in the studio is Holly Bell from Max Models and Talent. Holly, welcome back.
Thank you.
We've got so much modeling going on in the studio today, and it reminds me, I mean, that's usually when we see Holly is when she brings her models on the show, but today we have a really cool topic. We're talking about an etiquette class for kids. Where did you get the idea to start something like this?
Well, actually, I knew you were going to ask me that question because...
And you're like, I don't know.
And no, really, I started with the modeling classes because in the beginning modeling classes, we have a lot of children and we have teens. And I noticed that some of them felt really uncomfortable. They didn't know, how to greet me. They felt shy when they came in. They were lacking in confidence. And so I kind of added a little bit of manners and some how to introduce yourself to people in my modeling classes. And then it got to be so that people will say, hey, why don't you just teach a class of this? So then I started doing it, and now I've been doing it for years. And I mostly do it for groups. I do it for the country club groups and some Girl Scout troops and in church groups. And I really love it because the kids are so receptive. I mean, and this goes beyond please and thank you.
Oh, look at them.
That's so cute.
And yeah, it goes beyond please, and the kids absolutely love it.
I bet.
And I mean, and their parents have been trying to drum this in their head for years, but sometimes it falls on deaf ears. Whereas in the class environment where all the kids are into it, they really do enjoy it. And we do a couple of crafts that are, like we make a thank you note, and they usually, I say, make it to anybody you want. And so a lot of the times they make it to their moms, and then sometimes, like that one there, they make it to me, which always touches my heart.
Yeah, those are keepers for sure. But when I really think about it, like I think about Darby, who you know, and who you've met before. But she's one of those kids where she's a sweet kid, but like if you say, if an adult says hi to Darby, even if it's like a teacher at school, hi Darby, and I'm walking with her, she'll just keep walking because and then I have to go, Darby, did you hear that? Somebody just said hi to you. And then she goes, hi. It's like just little things like that where it's like a confidence level where, it's like authority or something like that. It's a great idea.
It is a confidence level, and it does give them confidence. And the first thing I teach them is how to shake hands, how to greet people, how to look them in the eye.
Contact, that's a big one.
And how to not look down when you talk. When you say your name, you're an important person, so you need to speak to the back of the room. I have a little trouble over speaking to the back of the room. But yeah, I say, speak to the back of the room. You're an important person. You want this person to remember you. And so we go around, I make them all shake my hand and introduce themselves. And it's funny, after that, they feel a little better. They seem to be more confident. And we just do so many things. And of course, we do the table manners thing. Which is important. And we all, and what's interesting is we kind of do a little question session of what's the first thing that you do when you sit down at a table. And some of the kids know right away, but others have no idea. Put the napkin in your lap, and when you're in a restaurant, do you do this? Do you not do this? And so I even go so far as to being kind to your waiter.
Sure, that's very important.
That's so important, yeah,
and kids don't think about that.
No.
And be kind to your service person, and if they make a mistake, everybody makes a mistake, you just have to be nice.
Teach them young.
Teach them young to be. And, of course, the golden rule, treat everybody like you want to be treated, and it's amazing how that connects with them.
Well, and you talked about doing little projects, like the thank you note is adorable, which I love, and we've started doing that at home. So like when you have a teacher at the end of the year or something like that. But I love that idea. But you also teach them how to like set a table.
Yeah, setting a table. And then we even teach them how to fold a napkin in kind of a cool little elegant
that is so
way.
Cute.
Oh, there you go. You got it laid out for him right there.
This would make Darbs excited for dinner. Like, you know, if I could say, like, go sit at the
Have
table.
something to go off of.
Yeah, go sit at the table and give them a napkin that they can fold, and then they feel like they did something important.
Yeah.
It makes them feel good inside, and again, it gives them confidence.
Oh, I love that.
And you know, we were showing some photos earlier of some of the past classes, and you have them sitting at a table at a lunch setting so they can kind of put these things that they're learning to good use right then and there.
Yes, actually, we have discovered that putting a lot of tables together so that in one big room so that I can sit with them is the best formula because all the kids can talk.
Yeah.
And yeah, there it is there. And all the kids can talk and they can intermingle with each other. I know, they're so cute. And I start off the class with asking them what they want to be when they grow up. And I get some very strange answers.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure.
And some really great answers.
Yeah.
But then we talk about, you know, how you going to accomplish this? How are you going to be successful at this? How are you going to get work? How are you going to get into that school?
Yeah.
And it's because it's a likability thing. You know, people will like you more if you have good manners.
Yeah.
So
putting it all in perspective for them.
Yes.
And it sounds like you're giving them that confidence that they need to do these kind of things and say that they can do it. They can do it.
And actually, when they leave the class, they usually come up to me and shake my hand again and say thank you. I mean, so, you know, I feel like they've really taken in what I've said.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure they
Very
have.
gratifying. For
I
sure.
love it. Yeah.
Yeah, this
what
is
a great
awesome.
idea.
Well, if you want to sign your kid up for a modern manners etiquette class, you can call Max Models and Talent at 563-359-5005, or you can visit them online at maxmodels.org. That's Max with 2 X's. And of course, we'll have all this information up on our website, kwqc.com. Holly, thank you so much for sharing this with us today.
My pleasure.
This is great.
It's always fun.
What a great idea.